another beautiful week. And you know that every time we start the week, it's also another time to gist you. Every day I tell you that's me, and I really love to gist. So anytime I get the chance to tell you what's trending in the world, I am excited to do that. Anyways, my name is Loishola Ademi, and it's time for What's Trending. My first story today is exciting me, sweeting me in the ears. You know why? Because after weeks and weeks and weeks of people asking us, hey, Joy Prime, when will you show us our final 12? Hey, Joy Prime, medium shishimi, I want to know if my friend qualified. Yesterday, we officially launched and unveiled our 12 contestants for Big Chef Season 4. I think we deserve a round of applause. Let's go. Yeah. Those in there know that yesterday was super fun. We finally got to meet our 12 contestants. And you know what excites me the most? We have some boys in there. So let's get into it. Let me show you those of our people that have been selected. So you can see Bubune is on a screen. She's a lady. We have Rina. Yes. Who else do we have? Sewa Bonsu is the name. But for when you want to vote for her, you see Sewa Sasha. Who do we have next? Marvin. I told you we have some gentlemen in there, so Marvin is also part of our final 12. We have Mona Lisa. Mona Lisa says that she's the Mona Lisa everybody has been talking about, so she's here for you. Hilda is also part of the competition. We have Clifford. You guys, watch out for this guy. Who else do we have? We have Raziella. She's also part of our final 12 contestants. And then we have Nicole. So you've seen the short code already. This season, we are starting our first episode next Sunday, the same time, 4 p.m. You have to stick and stay to see who is going to be winning this competition, because the competition promises to be so much fun. And as I said, they are there for you. You've seen all your 12. So obviously, yesterday, you've already seen your favorites. I know how you people are. When you see somebody, you say, oh, this girl is cute, I'll vote for her. Yes. But also come and see her in the kitchen and see all the amazing things she's doing. If you decide to vote, the short code is 71 star 711 star 60 hash. Vote and vote for your favorite. Okay? Because we told you that Big Chef, good meals by who? Kids. But yesterday the launch was so much fun. We saw the dancers, the new level dancers were there. We unveiled our 2 amazing chefs for the season. Their judges as well. And it was just amazing. It was amazing. I'll bring you essays very soon. But let's move away from Big Chef to a story that I would say is not really exciting. Once again, so far as it's trending, I have to tell you whether it's good, whether it's not good, whether it's sweet, whether it's better. I have to let you know as it is. So just yesterday, there was tragedy at La Paz, Abeka La Paz, where we saw that fire had fallen into the market again. This time, it was on a very big building. You can see behind us. Where the fire started from, nobody knows up to now, whether it started or somebody put something inside or there was a gadget that wasn't turned off, or we just really do not know what ensued. But all we know is that fire fell into the place and it was spreading at a very, very fast pace. Well, the good thing is that fire service were able to get there, but I mean, harm had already been done to certain stores that were around the place, and you can see that there was fire. This is serious fire. Once again, if you are a store owner and you are leaving your store, please make sure that you turn off all your gadgets. Also, sometimes illegal connection makes these things happen, because one shop is tapping from about 10 stores are tapping from one is a meter. Sometimes I know that those things can lead to these type of stuff. So please, if you're a shop owner and you've done illegal connection, we beg you, don't do it. Try as much as you can and make sure that you go and put it somewhere. Do you understand? Make sure that you get your stuff ready. All we know is that also from the videos you've seen, news reaching us is that the textile owner, the shop, the person who sold the textiles has been hospitalized. But aside that, the havoc has already been caused. So please, once again, if you're in there and you own a shop, make sure that you take good care of yourself. Turn off all the gadgets if you have to. Don't do illegal connection, okay? Anyways, social media has seen this. Let's take a few of the comments. If Yeah Spicy says that it's about time the fire service is able to tell the cause of fire, so we start arresting people, then everyone will check if everything is off before they leave their shops. Do we have more? Empress says that what's happening in our country? Everyday fire break. God have mercy. Delphine says says that, oh, mercy, Lord. I am Derek says that illegal connection leads to fire outbreak. Do we have more? Red Soko says that someone may be starting all these fires. Too many fires needs to look into it. Payseta says that someone wants to build new shops. Do we have some more? Yes. So once again, at least the owner of the textile shop has been taken to the hospital. Hopefully, the person turns out okay. We haven't received any news. But once again, if you're a shop owner, please, no illegal connection. Please don't do that. Also, make sure that you turn all your gadgets off before you leave so that we can avoid all of these, fire outbreaks. Just a few months ago, it happened in Kumasi, now La Paz. I beg you, let's take care of ourselves, okay? All right, now let's move away from that. Still on tragic stories, we already know that we have lost Pope Francis. We lost him at age 88, and he was put to rest just Saturday. A lot of people went to give them their well wishes, move around, and they just really said their last prayers. But before we even get into that, there's a woman in Nigeria who is very, very upset. You know why? She's upset because she apparently had written to Guinness World Records saying that I'm a woman who is a motorcyclist and I've been able to go to 20 countries. I feel that I am eligible to be given the title or my name to be in the Guinness World Record. Unfortunately, they didn't give it to her. Take a look at it, and when we come back, there's more.
I'm making this video with a heavy heart. I'm a Nigerian motorcyclist who has traveled on a motorcycle to 20 countries. I applied for a Guinness World Record for the longest solo motorcycle journey in Africa by a woman. Normally, it takes about 12 to 20 weeks to get a response, but because I didn't want to wait so long to confirm if my dreams are valid, I decided to go for the priority application, which is $1,000. 3 days later, they rejected my application. They gave 2 reasons for the rejection. One, they said the record doesn't exist, that they don't recognize it as a Guinness World Record title. 2, they said my journey wasn't personal and I have to apply through the business consultation service. Then I replied to them. I showed them 3 people who are already holding this record they say doesn't exist. The only difference now is that I am African. I also proved beyond doubt that I am doing this 100% solo and self-funded. When they replied again, I was so hopeful. But I was met with another rejection, no explanation, just a push to pay the £10,000 for a business consultation service. If I was rejected because I don't qualify, that would make sense and I would accept it gracefully. But I was rejected because I couldn't afford to pay £10,000, which is over 20 million naira, for a service that my journey doesn't even qualify for. In their own website, they stated that the only people who qualify for business consultation are government agencies and charity. But my journey doesn't fall under any of those categories, and I proved it. Then I requested a refund as there was no valid reason why I was being rejected. The next morning when I logged into my account, it was totally erased. Like I never even applied, like it never existed, like I don't exist. For a moment, it broke me. I felt unworthy, undeserving, like my story doesn't matter. But my story does, because I have survived and done the impossible. I lost my legs, lived on a wheelchair, did surgery, and now I ride with screws and rods holding my spinal cord together. And still, as a new rider, I picked up a bike and I've done 20 African countries alone on a 250cc motorcycle. I inspire myself every day. I am amazed at how far I've come. No one in the world has my story. So if they won't write my legacy, I'll write it myself. I will still do something.
I mean, considering all this woman has been through, I think that at least they should have given her benefits of the doubt, because you heard that she's had a lot of issues with her spine, but still she's been able to go to 20 African countries on a motorbike. The annoying thing, according to her, is that when she wrote to Guinness World Record, they told her that nobody had taken this position before. Nobody's name had been written in there as somebody who has been able to bike for a long time. But she has names. Evidently, when you Google it, you see 3 people, 3 other females have won this before. You can see that 3 other females had won the same position before. So she doesn't understand why Guinness World Record is coming back to her. She's saying that, according to her, she believes that it's only because she's an African woman, because all the other women that have won or who have found their name in the book for this are not African. So she's feeling that it's discriminatory, and she wasn't really happy about it. I saw the video, and honestly, I side with her a little bit, but also you never really know reasons why Guinness World Record is doing it. Hopefully, they come to explain themselves better, because she says anytime she asks, they don't give her any proper explanation that she would say, okay, this is concrete reason. It's like they're passing sideways, they're passing through the corners to tell her, you know, and she's not happy about it. Well, social media did see this. Let's take a few of the comments. Well, so this is also what they sent here. You can see. Ngozi says that they should give you back your money. Joe says that don't cry. Vanessa says that we see you. You are amazing. Do we have more? Because, as I said, this is really tragic, right? Jacob says that Guinness World Record is not worthy of your achievement. You're a born winner. Official Sage says that she sounds heartbroken and saddened. I mean, she told you she paid over 10,000. They were requesting over 10,000 euros. That's a lot of money. Really, it is. There's more. Hailey says that, sadly, the Guinness World Records organization is a money-making venture disguised as a celebration of human achievements. Individual people who try for personal glory end up financially exploited. Yama says that you deserve your own book. Guinness World Records are over. Kitachi says that I am so sorry. I mean, I also am so sorry. My heart goes to her. But I mean, to us, those of us who have seen the video and have heard her accomplishments, we are proud of you. We wish you all the best, and hopefully Guinness World Records come back correct this time. Anyways, still on not so cheerful news. As I was saying earlier, we lost Pope Francis just last week. He died at age 88, and he had served the Vatican City and the Catholic people very, very well. He took over from Saint Benedict in 2013, or Pope Benedict in 2013, and has served for a decade and a few years. Just last Saturday, he was put to rest. You can see him in the coffin. They finally have closed the casket. A lot of people were in attendance. You can see the U.S. President, the Prince, all of them went to give their final goodbyes to Pope Francis, who has served the Vatican City, as I said, and the Catholic people in there very, very well. And yes, they all just really gave their tributes and really said that, okay, our prayers go to you. They have lost a great one. But yes, so these are the leaders that were in attendance. Donald Trump was in attendance, as I said, and with his wife as well, just to say and to send their condolences. The President of India was also there. You can see her also paying her last respect. The Prince was also there. Prince of Wales was also there to, you know, give his last respect to the Pope. And then Joe Biden as well was there to say fairly well our, you know, our faithful servants. A lot of people were also in attendance. We don't have the pictures, but there were so many dignitaries across the world come to say their final goodbyes to Pope Francis. Once again, our prayers, our condolences go to his family, and we're praying with them. We are. But on more stories about, or more news on Pope Francis's death, we took to our social media. Oh, this, I told you, a lot of people were in attendance. You can see, did you see the crowd? Over 250,000 people were there to say the final goodbyes to this great leader. He was a great man. He served the people, as I said. So obviously it's in their right to say, we are here to say that we have lost you, but we're still with you in spirit and in truth, right? So still more stories on Pope Francis. So there was a prophecy made a long time ago, right, on this Catholic, on the Pope and the rankings. And then the prophecy stated that after the 112th, you know, Pope dies, the world is coming to an end. We'll get into that, but let's get into comments, because obviously people saw this, and those of us who couldn't go sent our comments and our condolences. Valerie says that, I love Pope Francis, a loss for all people, not just Catholics, a true humanitarian and humble leader. God bless his soul. Real Slaughter says that an era that has ended. Rest in peace, Pope Francis. His legacy of humility, compassion, and peace will live on. Do we have some more? World Apex says that it's a somber moment indeed. Pope Francis touched many lives globally, and his passing has left a deep impact beyond religion. His work for peace, unity, and social justice is something that will be remembered a true loss. Lisa says that the loss of Pope Francis is felt by millions around the world. His legacy of compassion and peace will live on, and may his soul rest in perfect peace. M. Nazif says that the voice of the voiceless, victims of war, genocide, and oppression, rest in peace. History will be kind for you. Mike says that the fact that he skipped his salary and didn't stay in the papal apartment is a testament to Pope Francis's character. In an era of alternative facts, this humble soul walked it like he talked it. That is one of the reasons MAGA hated a man full of love and compassion. So as I said, this is just really outpouring by the people. Jericho says that, am I the only one that feels like this guy is not as good of a person as people think he is? I don't know why, but I can't just seem to scratch off the feeling. Please keep your opinion to yourself, okay? Do we have some more? Well, that's really about it. So as I said, people just took their condolences and said on social media, those of us who couldn't go in person, at least we were able to say that you know, we wish him all the best, right? So I was telling you about the prophecy that came a long time ago that says that after the 1/12 Pope comes or dies, then the world is coming to an end. Well, we took it to our social media. You at home also gets the chance to send in your comments so that we can know what you think about it. But we took to our social media. If it can be displayed for me, please make sure that you send us your idea, right, or your comments on it. What do you think? Do you think that it's true that the world is coming to an end? Because Pope Francis was the 112th Pope, and remember that the prophecy or the prediction said that after the 112th Pope, the person that will come, in fact, we won't even have any other Pope, the world will come to an end. But also that prophecy said the person that would be the 112th Pope will be Pope Paul. We don't have that yet. So when we took to our social media to ask people how they felt about it, they said, Dominique says that as a Christian, I believe that only God knows the day and hour of his return. Therefore, it's essential to be prepared every day by living a life that honors him, sharing the gospel and walking in faith. As Jesus said, therefore, keep watch because you do not know the day or the hour. Matthew 25, verses 13. Let's focus on being faithful and ready rather than trying to predict the timing. That's what Dominique said to what we posted on our social media. In fact, you're allowed to send your thoughts. Please send it now. What do you think? Do you think the world is really coming to an end? Do you think we'll have another Pope? Send us. WhatsApp line is active 055-157-5757. Again, 055-157-157-5757. Priscilla says that it said the 112th Pope would be Peter. As I said, the Roman, however, the 112 was Francis, and he wasn't Peter before either, as I said. So it's not like his real name was Peter. No, not at all. His name wasn't Peter. In fact, his name was Jorge. And for that, he's also saying that probably it's not true, because if the prediction said it's going to be Peter and it ended up being Francis, probably the world is not coming to an end like we think. Do we have some comments on social media? Because we would want to know, do you think the world really is coming to an end? So let's read one on WhatsApp. Once again, it's active. If you want to send on Facebook too, please send. We are very active on there. 055-157-5757. Do you really think the world is coming to an end? Do you believe in the prophecy? Do you think it's a prediction? Do you think everything the man said is going to happen as he said it? All right. So do we have the WhatsApp message? It will be displayed soon. But once again, as I was saying, it was predicted. In fact, there was a prophecy some years back that said that after the 112th Pope dies, the world will automatically come to an end. Do you believe that? Do you believe that the world really is coming to an end? Have you seen signs that shows that the world is really coming to an end? We want to know. That's why we're asking you to send your message to us, 055-157-5757. Can we see what was posted on? Okay, this one says that I don't think it's true, because how can the world end in 2027? Hey, we are still in 2025. Well, probably also it said, do we have some more on WhatsApp? So yes, as I was saying, that's what was put out about the prophecy, and we wanted to know if it was really true, how you felt about it, and we have gotten our remarks. But as I said, We really do wish his family all the best. This is trying times, but our prayers, our condolences all go to you. And yeah, really, we have lost a leader. As once again, you can still keep the conversations coming on our social media. We'll read as to whether you believe that the world is really coming to an end.